Hey guys, if you can see me, please leave a chat and say, hey, we can see you. Give me a thumbs up or something because I think there's like major lag with the stream right now. I'm looking at the monitor and it says says the stream, like it's still showing the timer for 2 minutes, and I don't know if that's what you guys are seeing or if you're seeing me right now talking and playing. And let me check this mic real quick. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, let me check out the comments real quick. Okay, so you can see me. Okay, weird. Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. So hopefully everything's operating as normal. Again, usually I can see like myself, but yeah, it's still showing that there's 2 minutes, like the 2 minute timer countdown or whatever. So. All right, well, if things start going shaky, just let me know, and maybe I'll restart the stream and we'll try. But with that said, good evening, guys, or good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Quincy, Kane, Morris here, and this is live stream number 20. And this one's going to go a little different than I was hoping because, I had planned out my set and stuff, but for those of you who don't know, I actually do these live streams from my church because the internet here is faster than at my house, and usually no one's here throughout the week. However, from time to time, they'll have council meetings and things like that, and so they are having a meeting downstairs. They shouldn't be able to hear me just like talking and stuff, but if I'm like singing and stuff, that might be a little bit disruptive. So I'm going to start my set with a lot of instrumentals, and then hopefully we can get into some songs later on as the evening goes. But with that said, Thanksgiving is upon us, and so this is a great time to be thankful, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about some in our stream is just, what are you thankful for? And I was going to share some things that I'm thankful with. Brad was sharing some good stuff about his family and his friends and stuff. And Brad, I read your comment that you and Red found a couple band members, a singer and a drummer. That's awesome. So I'm really happy about that. I don't know if Red told you, which I don't know if you want to do this band name anymore, but I thought of a band name for you guys. I thought y'all could do Red and Rad. Rad and Red. That's what I meant. R-A-D, and then just in with like the little, apostrophe before it. Rad in red. And then, your logo could be red. You could wear like red with other colors. You could have red instruments or something like that. And Rad in Red is obviously a reference to Brad and Red in the chat and stuff. But, so you could rock that or just do whatever you want. But that's awesome that you guys have a few more members. Let me know when y'all get some music, recorded, even if it's just a video of you guys playing a song or something. I definitely love to check out what y'all got. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know if it's windy out. I didn't think it was that windy when I was on the way here, but yeah, we're talking about things that we're thankful for. Let me just say real quick. First off, I'm thankful, for a church. I'm thankful that that they allow me to come here and do my streams and stuff, and that they're very they're very cooperative with me and stuff, and I try to be respectful of everything that they have going on, and I appreciate the support from them and stuff. But let's see, that song that I just played, that was an instrumental song, and let me see real quick. And yeah, with each song, I was just gonna, I think my mic went again, 1 second. Yeah, with each song, I was just going to share something that I was thankful for. So, along with being able to do these streams, let me just say, I'm thankful for music and for, recording and equipment and technology and that kind of thing. I love music and I love, songwriting's my favorite thing to do in the whole world. And so, basically, this setup that I have here, just my laptop and my guitar and an interface so I can plug my guitar into my laptop. That's all I need, and I can just, whatever ideas I have, I can bring them to life. And it's just so awesome that there's software that allows you to record, that there are, virtual amp sims. Like, you don't even need this big amp anymore. You can just use an amp on your computer, and you can get. That's how I'm getting that guitar tone. It's just from my computer, and you know, there you can program drum beats, and you can even program the bass lines and stuff, and you know, get yourself a microphone. You can record some vocals. It's just awesome that you can do that, and so I'm thankful for that kind of technology to be able to record. That's some good stuff. Logan's saying he's thankful for drum lessons and that he can call himself a drummer, and thankful for his family and church. And yeah, Logan's doing great on drums, and playing music's fun. It's definitely, you know, yeah, definitely something to be. I love music, and I'm thankful to play it. I'm thankful to come from a musical family that taught me, and so I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the lessons as well, and that you're thankful for learning how to play. No worries, Red. Yeah, Red says there's some lagging. If the rest of you are getting lagging, let me know, and maybe I'll try restarting the stream. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, I did a test earlier, and so is it just, you know, is it just the video that's lagging, or is it the audio too? Does it keep like skipping or anything like that? I'm going to try to go into another song here. This is going to be another instrumental. And along with this one, let me share something else I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for health and fitness. You know, that's something I enjoy. I love. Today was a beautiful day. I mean, I don't know where everyone's watching from, but here in Virginia, in the Charlottesville area, yeah, the weather was beautiful, and it was you know, I got out, did a little bit of skateboarding today, and so I just love, you know, I don't know, I've always enjoyed kind of fitness and that kind of thing, and I have certain goals, and it's just, you know, it's fun to try to achieve them and stuff. Just try to outdo yourself from last time. Just try to do better and stuff. So, you know, it's exciting when you get further along, like you're doing more chin-ups than you used to be able to do, or you're lifting more weight than you used to be able to lift. And, you know, it doesn't happen right away, and it takes some time, but, you know, I enjoy that process of just like, every time I go to do it, like, okay, let's see if I can do just one more than I did last time. And that might not seem like much, but little by little, as you do that, you know, when you look back, you realize like how far you've gone. And yeah, so, you know, I love that kind of stuff. So I'm going to dive into another song here. Yeah, this is another instrumental. Hope you like it. Thank you. Hey, we got Daniel in the chat. Good to see you. Awesome, Daniel. Daniel says he's thankful that he's got a job and he's thankful that he's off tonight so he can watch and listen to the stream. And Daniel, I'm thankful that you're here. I'm thankful to have you watching and definitely appreciate that. Along with Thanksgiving, of course, usually there's a nice Thanksgiving meal to look forward to. Now, I don't know about you guys, but let me know. Do you have a big family that you get to congregate with around Thanksgiving time? And if so, big or small, what are some of your favorite Thanksgiving dishes? What do you look forward to? Like, oh man, I can't wait for Thanksgiving to get some of that. So what are some of your favorite dishes? Let me know in the comments. I can say, around this time of year, just getting with the family. I come from a pretty big family, in case I haven't told you guys. I've actually got 3 brothers and 3 sisters, so there's 9 of us in all, and we're all getting much older, so many of my siblings are married, and many have their own kids now and stuff, so I mean, that alone, just my immediate family, my oldest sister is married with 3 kids of her own. My oldest brother is married with 2 kids. My next brother he's got a girlfriend. My younger sister is married and had her first child this year. Let's see, and then my younger brother's single, and then my youngest sister is married, and no kids for them yet. So that alone, just pretty big family and stuff. And then, along with that, we have a lot of cousins and just relatives that kind of come. Usually, we have well over 100 people in our house. I can't remember how many. I know in the past it used to be pretty big, like 150, maybe even more than that, like kind of getting close to 200 people. In frequent years, it's been a little bit smaller, so I'm not sure. And I think even last year, obviously with all the COVID stuff, not as many people getting together. But I think we're planning to have dinner because Mom's been cleaning the house a lot and stuff. So not sure how many people are going to show up, but I'm anticipating it's going to be a pretty big number. But it's always fun to have family. Logan says some of his favorite foods are the turkey, the stuffing, and some cranberry. I gotta say, stuffing, that's my favorite dish. Like, I can eat a lot of that stuff just all the time. That's probably my favorite. And then the turkey's usually pretty good, but definitely what I like to do is, the next day, is using the leftover turkey and the cranberry and making a cranberry turkey sandwich. That's a good sandwich right there with a little bit of mayo on toast. That's a yummy sandwich right there. But yeah, stuffing is probably my favorite dish. That's probably the only really Thanksgiving one. Usually there's other items too that I enjoy, but one that's pretty exclusive to Thanksgiving, yeah, I'd have to say stuffing. Yep, Stan says smoked turkey and the brown gravy and stuffing. Yeah, gravy's usually pretty good as well. And Brad just lists all the good stuff, the mashed potatoes and rolls and green beans. Yeah, definitely a lot of good choices. Y'all are making me hungry. Yeah, Daniel, you sound like me a little bit. So I'm usually pretty, I'm pretty mindful with what I eat. I don't indulge too much, or I try to eat pretty healthy and stuff. But definitely this time of year with Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's kind of like there's a lot of sweets that pop up, a lot of desserts, or a lot of treats, or a lot of big meals and stuff. And so yeah, Thanksgiving is one of those times where I'll splurge a little bit myself too. So I don't eat like that normally, but yeah, those holidays those are the times to kind of just enjoy a good meal like that and stuff. But, Daniel, I don't know if you heard me say before I had started, so I'm going to share something I'm thankful with for each song. And I was actually saying I was thankful for fitness and, exercise, that kind of thing. And along with that, of course, goes diet. It's very important, to fuel yourself properly when you're doing that. So I don't know if when you say you have a strict diet, does that mean you have any interest in physical fitness and that kind of thing, or is it just just a health conscious decision just to be careful what you eat? kind of funny. So yeah, Brad, speaking of like eating a lot, my siblings, we've got like a little, group chat on Facebook, and pretty much we just use it to share like internet videos with each other and stuff. And I think Carrie Underwood, I think she's still a country artist, but she put out a song recently called Stretchy Pants, and it's actually pretty funny. Like I don't listen to her music regularly. She's an amazing singer, but it's just not really my style of music. But there's a little music video, and it's basically just a song about like, wearing stretchy pants so that you can, eat more, basically is what it's about. And it's got some pretty funny lyrics. Awesome. That's cool, Daniel. Yep. I try to train a lot too. And yeah, I enjoy it. And it's fun to just kind of see. I mean, one, it's just nice because I just like being active. I basically want to be an action hero, even though I'm probably not going to be running from exploding buildings or exploring empty tombs or anything like that. But I want to know that I could do those things. So I like doing a lot of calisthenics training, chin-ups, push-ups, that kind of thing. And I'll do a lot of conditioning workouts. I've actually got a fun little workout that I'll do from time to time, and it's great this time of year when the weather's great, nice outside. I call it the action movie circuit. So I've got a tree, and I hang up a punching bag there. And I've got a second punching bag that I leave on the ground, like in the yard somewhere several feet away. And there's a little clubhouse that my kids play on. Not my kids, my nephews and nieces. There's a clubhouse, and it's got like a little rope swing that they can play on. We've got a trampoline, and then we've got like a wall in our front yard and a stair set. And so what I'll do is I'll set a timer, and it's like I use an app that has like an interval timer kind of thing. So you set it for 1 minute, and you just kind of shadow box on the punching bag, just doing punches, kicks, that kind of thing. When the timer goes, you sprint to the next position. So I sprint to the clubhouse, and I start climbing up and down the rope and around all that and stuff. You do that for a minute. When the timer goes off, you sprint over to the trampoline, and I'll jump and I'll do like flips and things like that. When that's over, I'll run around up the stairs, back into the yard, and I'll practice some groundwork on the punching bag on the ground. So you lift it up, slam it down, and practice like, kind of mounting it, punching it, elbows, knees, trading positions, stuff like that. After a minute of that, the last post is the parkour. The wall. You go to that, and it's very simple parkour. I can't do like any fancy tricks, but just like running, climbing up the wall, jumping off of it, rolling, that kind of thing. And then when the timer's up, you get to breathe a little bit, and if you can handle it, you go for another round and stuff. So I call that the action movie circuit, and it's a lot of fun to do, and yeah, I love that kind of thing. That's good, Brad. Yep, definitely. As far as like physique goes, diet is going to be like the biggest contributor, but it's important, to just exercise, just to be moving, just because it feels good to feel good, and the more you kind of move around, the more your body gets used to that, and it's fun too. It's like it can be kind of hard at first if you haven't done it much, but your body adapts to it and it conditions, and as you get in better shape, you can actually enjoy those kinds of physical activities, and so that's great. It's just it's really it's really everyone's personal choice and stuff. I think there's a lot of benefits to eating healthy and exercising, that kind of thing. But that's not to say that you can't enjoy some good food from time to time. Just some and I mean, along with that, I say good food, but what really helps is just finding foods that are good for you that you also enjoy. That makes it really easy because it's like, oh, I love what I'm eating, and it also happens to be good for me. But yeah, it's not like you have to prevent yourself from enjoying, some of the treats that we get around this time of year and that kind of thing. And then, yeah, exercise, just finding some activities that are fun that you enjoy. Again, that makes it easy too. You can do a workout program, or you can just do something as simple as going outside and doing some kind of active, skateboarding, bike riding, practicing martial arts, jumping, whatever, just some physical activity that you enjoy. And there's just a lot of benefits to doing something like that. It doesn't have to be complicated, and you don't have to be like ripped or shredded or anything. Just find a physical activity you enjoy, and eat some healthy foods you enjoy, and then from time to time treat yourself to something good, you know. Awesome, Stan. That's a lot of good stuff to be thankful for, and yeah, definitely appreciate you as well. Um, and yeah, with that, I'm going to dive into another song and something else I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for artists that inspire me, and that can be for both music or filmmaking or really anything. You know, I love. I mean, just when I discover an artist who just writes music that I connect with, you know, it's inspiring and it makes me want to do the same thing. Makes me want to write songs. Makes me want to, you know, play guitar or drums or whatever it might be. And you know, when I watch a really good movie that's just well made, it's like that inspires me. It's like, man, I want to make a movie. You know, I want to do something like that. And so I'm thankful for the artists who inspire me. And there's a lot of them I could mention. So many, um, you know, Josh Middleton from Silosis, Killswitch Engage, Ben Folds, Between the Buried and Me, Flyleaf, Chevelle. You know, those are just some of my favorite bands. And then, you know, movies, you know, directors like Steven Spielberg or Mel Gibson, and a lot of the movies that they make. Some of my favorite movies being like Collateral or Braveheart or let's see, Gladiator. Um, you know, Jurassic Park or Indiana Jones. You know, I could list so many things, and you know, not only are these things like fun to enjoy, but they just inspire me as an artist and motivate me to make stuff. So who are some of your favorite artists, or what is something or someone that inspires you? Share me some of the things that inspire you in the comments. You know, things that you're thankful for that motivate you or inspire you. You know, artists that you're thankful for, or creators, or just whoever it might be, or whatever it might be. Whatever inspires you, whatever connects with you and kind of motivates you or encourages you. What are some of those things? Leave them in the chat. I'm going to dive into this next song here. It's another instrumental. Hope you like it. Stan says he walks around and talks to everyone because normally all the seats are taken. So, yep, that'll get you moving. um, let's see here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's awesome. Daniel says when he saw Metallica on TV, that's when he was motivated to get a guitar. And from that moment on, there have been other artists that have motivated him. And that's awesome. It's so cool to look back at key moments like that. Like what got you into it and stuff, you know? I mean, I could say for me in guitar, let's see, it's probably my cousin, and really, it kind of came through skateboarding. We were starting to get into skateboarding, and a lot of rock music is associated with skateboarding. And you know, I hadn't really heard that kind of music before. Just where I grew up, there was a lot of country music and that kind of thing, and gospel, bluegrass, or whatever. And you know, I hadn't heard a lot of rock music. Once I got into it, just the energy, you know, it was so exciting, and I loved the way the guitar sounded. And I remember trying to learn guitar. I remember going on a boys' camporee, and you know, sitting around the campfire, someone would try to show me all these basic chords, but the next day, just I could not remember where my fingers go. But my cousin, he showed me how to play a power chord, which looks like this, and basically, you just use one. It's the same shape, but you can play it anywhere. And usually, you can play it on the lower strings. I'm in drop tuning, so yeah, that's something else. But main point being, like, yeah, you could play this anywhere. And so, you know, these chords that I couldn't remember, this G, C, and D. Now I could just play them, you know, with all with the same shape or whatever, and I didn't have to memorize all these different finger combinations, and so right off the bat, just that was enough motivation for me to play, and then to songwrite, because you know I could go wherever I wanted. You know, I could write songs with just that one technique. So that's something that was definitely a breakthrough for me. Definitely something I'm thankful for. Yeah, Brad, MTV was cool. I miss when MTV was like, you know, a music channel, which, you know, I never had like cable TV, so I didn't really get to, or cable or satellite or whatever it was, you know. So I never got to watch it regularly, but whenever I went on vacation, that's when we'd get all the channels and stuff. And yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff on MTV. Now I don't think has much to do with music. So. But yeah, I remember I remember being with my friend on vacation and just like turning on the TV and it just played music videos, and that was just a cool way to discover new music and stuff, and just like be like, oh wow, that's a cool video. Oh wow, that song sounded cool. Who was that band? You know, it was just a fun way to discover new music. Red says he's got to go eat. If you can, grab your food and then just, you know, come back and watch. Or if you're watching on your phone, just watch while you eat. If you got to go eat and then come back, you know, that's fine. But Red, let me just say I'm thankful for you. I always appreciate you stopping by, and you know, hope you enjoy your food. If you can come back and watch the stream, great. You know, if this is goodbye, then, well, I hope you enjoy your food, and I'll catch you next time. All right, so I'm going to try to go into another song here, and this time I'm going to try to sing. Hopefully, I don't think it was supposed to be a long meeting, so hopefully they're kind of wrapping things up. Guess I'll find out, you know. So I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna try not to like scream super loud, but I'll you know, we'll see what happens. Yes, thank you, Grandma and Grandpa. And that's right, I forgot about Headbangers Ball. That was the best. You know, that was definitely the place to discover like some good rock and music. All right, guys. This song. This was actually the one I was going to open with, but again, that changed when I found out they were having a meeting downstairs. But this is a song called "A Place to Call Home," and so with that, let me just say that I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful to have a place to call home, and I'm thankful for my family. I know that's like kind of the cliche thing. Everyone always says, "Oh, I'm thankful for family," but my family specifically, I don't know. Not every family is the same, and I feel like my family's pretty unique in that, you know, I'm very close with all my siblings and stuff. Sometimes, you know, I know a lot of other families, you know, they love each other, but they can really be at each other's throats sometimes. And me and my siblings, we've never really been like that. We've always been very supportive of each other, very loving and encouraging to one another. And, you know, we could wrestle and pick on each other from time to time, but never to the extent of hurting each other's feelings and or anything like that. And definitely getting older, I've learned to appreciate them more, and especially my parents. yeah, I don't know. Some kids, some teenagers just seem like they just want to get away from their parents, and they don't want anything to do with their parents. They're embarrassed, and I never felt that way about my parents. I was always proud of them, and I was always thankful for them, and always inspired by them. Always wanted to be like them, and I don't know if that's always the case with everyone else, but so I'm very thankful for the family that I have. And so I know a lot of you are thankful for your family. So I know you're thankful for them, but share in the comments, what's a special moment? What's something that's like that's kind of like, this is why I'm thankful for my family, because we always do this together, or because of this one time, or I'll always cherish this memory, or just share something about your family or your friends or whoever it might be that you're thankful for. And in the meantime, I'm going to go into this song. This one's called "A Place to Call Home." Is obvious, but I'm too scared to set it right. Break down the walls, show me your heart. This is the place where I fall apart. You told me of a place to call home, someplace where a destiny, but I won't trust what I cannot see. Some mother will tuck me in to this coffin and bury me. Break down the walls, show me your heart. This is the place where I fall apart. You told me call home, someplace where I not feel alone. You showed me love, I never know. You told me a place to call home. Place to call home, someplace where I not feel alone. You showed me love, I never know. You told me a place to call home. Thank you. Yeah, so I was, hopefully that sounded okay. I was actually trying to sing like quiet, because I don't know if they're probably still talking down there. And again, I don't think they'd be able to hear me, but I could be wrong about that, So I guess I'll just have to ask my brother-in-law later. He's down there. I'll just be like, hey, could you hear me? But, thank you, Brad. Thank you, Stan. Brad says he doesn't plan to have kids, and that's a choice. What I can say, I hope to have kids someday. I hope to have a family, but I definitely want to be ready for that. Like there's still a lot I'm trying to do in myself. Uh, you know, uh, I feel like I need to be able to provide for myself before getting involved in a relationship where I need to provide for somebody else too. So there's just, there's a lot that I've been wanting to work on myself. There's a lot I want to achieve by myself before I even get into a relationship. And then once I'm in that relationship, I'd like to have a few years to just enjoy that time together. Because yeah, once you have kids, and I can only say this just from, observing my siblings and stuff, but your life changes, your priorities change and stuff. And but I can say, I mean, I think kids are a blessing. I think they're great, and yeah, I don't want kids right now, but I want them someday. And Brad, that's your choice. If you don't want kids, that's fine. But maybe someday you might change your mind. Maybe someday when you have a career and when you find someone to settle down with, maybe you decide like, you know what, this is all great. I think it's time. Maybe we'll have kids and stuff. But what I can say is you probably don't have to worry about that for a long time. So. Now, after Thanksgiving, of course, comes Black Friday. And so I'm curious, how do you guys tend to react to Black Friday? Are y'all like, oh yeah, Black Friday, let's go, let's see what we can get? Do y'all shop a lot on Black Friday? Do you kind of like casually shop, or do you usually not even pay attention? Let me know. And if you do, let me know if you've ever, have any good stories, of any good finds or anything like that. Um, for myself, I can't say I'm a huge Black Friday shopper. I think I'm pretty casual about it. If I happen to get out and see something, it's like, oh, that's a good deal. But yeah, I can't say I usually worry that much about it. And then I think Monday is Cyber Monday, if I'm remembering correctly. And sometimes that'll be a little more appealing to me, just because because I'm on my computer. It's a little easier to shop online. Than having to go out and stuff, and especially like the madness of when people go out and they're just in the stores and stuff. Um, but yeah, every now and then there's a good deal and stuff. And but even I try. I'm pretty conservative with my money. I just yeah, it might be a good deal on something, but if it's something you didn't need to begin with, like you're still, you can save even more money by not spending it at all, but it just depends, and I guess that's really the best circumstance is like if there's something that I do need or something that would be helpful, and then it's like, oh, there's a deal on this, well, that's great, so that kind of thing I might be looking out for, especially if it's like a purchase that I want to make sometime in the future, and then maybe on Black Friday, it's like, oh, I can make this purchase a little bit sooner because there's a good deal on this thing that I was planning to get anyway. So, but that's my take on that. That's my financial advice. But this next song is about persistence, and that brings up the next thing that I'm thankful for. I am thankful for skateboarding, and because basically, if you want a good example of falling down and getting back up, skateboarding is like one of the best places you can look for that, because half of skateboarding is falling down. It's just trying a trick and trying it over and over again until you get it. That's all skateboarding is, and it's definitely about persistence. And I think a lot of that applies to other avenues in life and stuff. Just you know, because there's a lot of areas in life where there's something you want to achieve, something you want to do, and the reality is you're going to fall and you're going to fail, and that's okay because that's normal. That happens. What isn't always normal is being able to get back up and overcome that, and so that's where it's like don't be afraid to fail. Just be motivated to keep going even when you do fail, to get back up and to be persistent. So skateboarding is one of those activities that I think kind of teaches that, but it is something that I just enjoy. You can be creative with it, and it's just nice to get out and enjoy the weather and stuff, and you can kind of get your mind off other things and just focus on whatever tricks you're trying to do and stuff. And yeah, it's great. So if any of you have kind of a hobby or a leisurely activity like that you enjoy and that you're thankful for, let me know what it is. Yeah, Daniel pretty much describes it right. He said, did it the one time, you're waiting forever in line in miserable weather, probably not worth it, yeah. And that's the thing too, some people think of money as the only currency, as the only value, but what I think is more valuable than money is time. And so like, even if you can get a good deal on something, if it's going to take up like all day or all your time or if you could be spending your time doing something more productive or something more beneficial, then yeah, it's like, not really the biggest. It's definitely something to consider. And then I like what Brad says. Yeah, Cyber Monday is the day when everyone turns into a robot. So, and you're probably not too far off saying that, what I don't know if you meant mentally, not physically, or physically. I don't know, but yeah, Cyber Monday, turning into a robot. So that would be kind of cool. One time of the year, it's like, don't know why it happens, but you just turn into a robot. But yeah, if there is, so I'll say two things, yeah. Is there a hobby, for me, like skateboarding, but for you, if there's some kind of hobby or activity that you enjoy doing for fun and yeah, what's some kind of activity or hobby that you are thankful for? Leave a comment. And aside from that, what are some goals that you're working towards? Again, in skateboarding, we're talking about persistency, not giving up, getting back up. What are some things you're working towards? Some goals that you have that you are, going to be persistent, that you're going to be, consistent in pursuing that thing. Yeah, leave some comments. I'm going to go into this next song. Again, this song is about persistency. It's about getting back up and not giving up. This song is called Get Up Again. Floor. You've been here many times before. You can't ignore the time in hand is running short. No end in sight, and nothing's going right. Why even try? There's nothing left inside. It always hurts to lose what you wanted, but it feels worse to never have tried it. It's not the first and won't be the last time, so get up again. Still holding on, still pushing through this marathon. Give all you've got. There's not much further left to crawl. No end in sight, and nothing's going right. Why even try? There's nothing left inside. So get up again. All right, unfortunately, I don't know if people are still here, so this is like the best part with the screaming and stuff, but I don't think I can scream right now because I'm scared that they're still here. So. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, but it's kind of funny. I actually made a video about this, but what you're hearing is just in the headphones or just out your phone speakers or laptop, whatever you're watching on. You're hearing the full band. You're hearing the drums and the bass and the guitar, and you're hearing me sing, but anyone else in this room, like where I'm at, like all they're hearing is just my guitar strings. Like they're just hearing, they're just hearing that, and then they're just hearing me like sing. So if someone were to walk in, it's just I'm like just this random guy in a hallway just like screaming my head off, and they're like, what the heck? So downstairs they're not hearing all this music and stuff. They're just hearing me when I sing out and stuff. So I'd rather not do any screaming without anyone understanding the context of it. That's right. The song I just performed is called "Get Up Again." Thanks, Daniel, for answering that. And there is if you want to hear that song, more regularly, I do have a video. If you go to my YouTube channel and you just look up "Get Up Again," I've got a one-man band playthrough video. So yeah, you can listen to it as many times as you'd like. That's really cool, Daniel, that you're into astrophotography. I don't know anything about that, but if I understand correctly, it's basically combining cameras with telescopes so you can take pictures of the stars and that kind of thing. So that's really cool. And also, thanks for the heads up about the lunar eclipse. I might have to keep an eye out for that. I got to do some math. I'm in Virginia, so if you're in Texas, I think you're a few hours behind me, so I don't think I'm going to see it, because if it's 3 a.m. for you, it's probably like 4 or 5 a.m. for me. I think I have to be asleep by that time. So, but maybe I'll have to, I don't know, maybe I'll have to look up some pictures, but that's really cool. Are you planning to get pictures of the lunar eclipse, or are you going to be asleep at that time as well? Oh, the song "Get Up Again." I wrote that song. Check 1 2. Okay, yeah, just making sure the mic's still coming through. Brad, when you say by who, were you asking who is the song by? Because yeah, "Get Up Again," that's a song that I wrote. In fact, all the songs I'm performing are original songs. The only cover song I do, and I'm not doing it tonight, but I do a cover of "Into the Unknown" from Frozen 2. But I do my metal version of that song. But I'm going to go ahead and dive into the next song here. And this one, Stan, let me know if you're still in the chat, because I know you like this song, so I just want to make sure you're there to hear it. That's cool, Daniel. Do you ever post your pictures anywhere? Do you just kind of do it personally as a hobby, or do you upload it to social media or anything like that? Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. Yeah, songwriting is my favorite thing to do in the world. So, I love writing songs and yeah, just kind of seeing what you can do with it. I feel like there's a lot to explore with music. There's just so many different styles, so many emotions that you can convey with music. I think a lot of times music says what words can't say, and I don't know, something about that's just. I think it's fun to explore that and just kind of see like what kind of moods or atmospheres or emotions, can you convey with just music, with just musical notes and learning how all the instruments support each other to create this like massive sound or something very stripped down and raw. It's there's so much you can do with it, so I love it. But I was gonna say, yeah, this next song. Um, Again, I don't know if Stan had to slip away, which is unfortunate because I know he likes this song. But this next song is for all of you, and that's the next thing that I'm thankful for. I want to say I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for those of you who join in the chats and watch the streams and leaving comments and just saying nice things, leaving likes on the videos and sharing it with your friends and family I appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful and I'm still kind of learning how to do these streams. I'm sort of still learning how to converse. Like the easy part for me is playing the music, but I'm getting a delay thing, but what I'm trying to get better at is how to talk, how to actually like communicate and kind of get to know you guys some and just try to connect on some level and stuff. And so for those of you who have watched and continue to watch and continue to come out and support the streams, I really appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. And so, yeah, that's why this next song is going to be for you. And the song is called For You. Now, to be clear, the song is not about, you guys watching. And the song's about something else. But it's just, yeah, that's the title of it. I'm going to read some comments real quick, or some of the chat and stuff, and then I'll dive into it. Stan, I hope you're out there because I'm about to do For You. And I know you like this one. This is like one of his favorites, so... That's cool. That's still cool that you do it as a hobby. And yeah, if you, I can say this, if you get to the point where you feel better and you feel better about posting and sharing, like I can understand that. That's great. Definitely something to work towards. But at the same time, I don't know if this relates to your situation, but I can say for me with music, um, uh, and this might be a little different because I know for you it's just a hobby. For me, music is something that I'm hoping to make a career out of. But I kind of let perfectionism sort of keep me from making much progress in it. I was I would write songs, I'd record them, and it was so cool. But then as soon as I would compare my recordings to professional mixes, I just realized, man, my song is so amateur. It sounds so lame compared to these professional mixes. And so that kept me from putting any of my music out. And, over the years, I've gotten better at recording, I've gotten better at mixing, and I've been able to produce, higher quality music. But, you work that hard on one song and then you put it out, but if no one knows who you are, then like it doesn't matter how good your song sounds. And so you really are better off just like sharing the process, just kind of putting out those songs as you go along, which I can say that for Brad and Red, you guys, your band, definitely don't stress about like putting out professional sounding songs at first. Just kind of share the process as you go along and just enjoy it. And little by little, you'll, pick up kind of a following, people who are keeping up with what you're doing. And then when the time comes, that you have a big enough following and they're asking for like an EP or something, then you can look to getting those songs recorded properly. And even the recordings you have, you just release them as demos. It doesn't have to be like the final version of the song. You can always re-record it once you can do it better. So again, I don't know if that applies to your situation, Daniel, because I know you're doing it as a hobby, but I would say, definitely, if it's something you enjoy, just kind of do it. And, I think it's okay to share that process. Say, hey, I'm still new to this, but here's some pictures I got. And yeah, definitely don't let your inexperience, like, you feeling like you're not a pro yet, don't let that keep you from doing it, and don't let that keep you from sharing it with other people who might enjoy it and stuff. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Hey, Red, good to have you back. And yeah, is there lag happening right now? Um, the reason I was taking my headphones off is because there was some delay, and it's catching back up. There's still a little bit of delay, and I mean, I'm thinking eventually it's going to catch back up because this has happened before. But yeah, it's hard to talk with these headphones on because I'm hearing my voice and it's coming back like just a second later. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's better than it was. So if I try to do a song in this condition, it's going to be rough. Oh no. Yeah, I can hear it in my guitar too. Like I'll slide and it's like slide, 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 it like comes after. So, oh boy. Brad, you were asking if the song was on Spotify. Unfortunately, I don't have it on there yet because I haven't officially recorded it. I've done these demos and stuff. Let me ask you guys. Okay, how do I say this? I have some songs on Spotify. Oh my, sorry, trying to deal with the delay. I have some songs on Spotify that are like official releases. They're finished recordings. On YouTube, I've been doing these one-man band videos, and a lot of the songs that I'm playing, even these songs that I'm performing, they're just demo recordings. Now, I think they're very good. Like, I think they're very high-quality recordings, but they're definitely not like, super polished to like a professional mix or whatever. With that said, the reason I'm kind of doing that, this is a way for me to get songs out faster. I've kind of got these templates. So when I write a new song, it's very easy for me to like quickly record the idea and yeah, just have like a high quality song that I can present. But of course, I kind of call it a demo because I haven't spent a lot of time like tweaking it to make it like, absolutely perfect or anything like that. And so when it comes to listening to music, would you guys say that where do you mostly listen to music? Do you mostly listen on Spotify? Do you exclusively listen to on Spotify, or do you listen to music in other places? Me personally, I listen to a lot of music just from YouTube and stuff. And do you guys do that as well, or do you prefer just having all your music on Spotify? And so the reason I'm saying that, or the reason I'm asking, is I don't think I can. I don't think I can do finished mixes yet. I just don't. I think I need to build a larger audience before I get back into finished mixes. But what would you guys think about me releasing demos on Spotify? Because I've got a what do you call it? I don't know. I've got a distribution thing. Like I'm with DistroKid, and that distributes your music. I'm subscribe to a service or something where when I put out a song, like they can distribute it. So I can put out songs on Spotify, but they're not going to be like super finished mixes. Like if you want to know what it would sound like, well, I've kind of updated my template, so I could probably get it sounding a little better. But yeah, like I said, if you look up the YouTube video of the one-man band playthrough, kind of listen to that, that's kind of what it would sound like. That's the kind of quality. And so what do you guys think? If you guys listen mostly on Spotify, would you like me to put my demos on Spotify, or would it be better for me to just wait till I have a larger audience and once I record like an actual EP, then put it out on Spotify? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, interesting. And yeah, are you guys hearing the delay in my voice as well, or does it just sound normal? Hopefully it sounds normal. Um, and yeah, when I was saying I was hearing delay. Yeah, it sounds like Brad listens mostly on Spotify. Daniel does listen from YouTube and Pandora and sites like that. But yeah, just let me know if you'd want me to do that. And I don't know. It's not a bad idea. Like if you guys would want that, I might consider doing that. But right now, I've basically just been releasing songs on YouTube. And let's see. Oh, it sounds fine. Okay, cool. Let me see. It's gotten better. All right. It's a little better, but we're going to see what happens. So anyway, main point being, I'm thankful for you guys. Let me know, should I put my demos on Spotify? I'm going to try this next song. Oh my gosh. I hope it doesn't sound awful because I've still got a little bit of that delay, but I'm going to try it. This song is For You. It's called For You. I know you've coped with this loneliness. You think you're okay, but you've been dragged. I'm out here pleading, but you can't hear me. Your silent screams are deafening. Well, ignore my warning. Just know that I'm sorry for you. And all this time, just know that I've tried for you. Come back to me. Thought I was different. You made me like them. Begged you to hold on, but you still let go. And from the distance, I can see what's missing. You never listen, so you'll never know. Well, ignore my warning. Just know that I'm sorry for you. And all this time, just know that I've tried for you. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Closest friend. Mattias, thanks for joining the chat. In my deepest wound, my most painful scar, and I cherish you. Well, ignore my warning. Just know that I'm sorry for you. And all this time, just know that I've tried for you. Come back to me. right, so hopefully that sounded okay. Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate that. And yeah, so what's happened? Let's see. Hello, check 1, 2. I think it's getting better. All right, it's about normal now. So I had some delay earlier, and it'll happen sometimes. I don't know what it is, but and I don't know if you guys can hear it when it happens. But in my headphones, I'll hear this like pop, and then when I talk, it's like I speak, but my voice comes later in my headphones. So it's like really hard to talk because you're basically being talked over by your own voice and stuff. And same thing with the guitar. Like I hit a chord, but then it'll happen later. So it's like I hit it, and then later you hear bump, bump, bump. So it's like it happens. It's delayed, and but usually it corrects itself as the stream continues. It'll eventually fix. So it was mostly correct, but it was still just a little bit, and yeah, it was going to be hard to play. So I was peeling my my headphone off, just kind of tucking it back there. So because my guitar is panned to my right ear, so basically in the left ear, I was just hearing the backing track, which wasn't delayed, and I could hear my voice a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, so that whole song, I was basically just listening to my guitar strings, not like my actual guitar tone in my head. So yeah, so hopefully it sounded okay. Thanks for the confirmation, Daniel. Appreciate that. Rad's looking cool with his shades on. So sweet. Well, anyway, yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. I got one more song for you, and yeah, this is yeah. Let me get tuned for this song, and I gotta change some of my tone stuff real quick. Maddie's, by the way, we've been sharing some things that we're thankful for. With each song, I've been sharing something that I'm thankful for. So what about you? What are you thankful for? I was sharing that I'm thankful for, family. I'm thankful for fitness and physical activity. Like I just enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I'm thankful for skateboarding. It's one of my favorite hobbies. I'm thankful for music. I'm thankful for artists who inspire me, whether it's other musicians or movie makers or whatever it might be, just people who make really cool stuff, and it inspires me and motivates me to be creative. And that song's called For You. Of course, it's, well, never mind. But anyway, main point being, but that song, I had just shared that I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for you guys in the chat and who watch the streams and support it and stuff. I really appreciate that. So yeah, Mattias, what are you thankful for? Write something down in the chat. And I'm going to make a few tweaks here real quick. I'll be back. Yeah, I just stepped on my cable and pulled my headphones off, so that probably looked great. I get it, Brad. I wasn't sure what you were referring to. It just kind of came out. I was like, he doesn't like pop music. But yeah, there was a pop, and he was saying, yeah, don't care for that kind of music. Yeah, a little too much delay on it for me. Yeah, unfortunately, that was probably a good joke, and I was talking about something else by the time I saw it in the chat. Because I think, like I'm so grateful that I can even do these streams, but I think there is like a 15-second delay. It might be even worse tonight, but I think there is kind of a delay between what I'm doing and saying and what you guys are actually seeing. So, for example, like I'm hitting a chord. Let's see, I'm gonna hit a chord right now, and basically 15 seconds later is probably when you guys are gonna hear it. Of course, in the video, like you will have heard it, but basically. Actually, I don't know how to like explain. But main point being, yeah, is there's kind of a delay between what I'm doing and what you guys are hearing. So, I might say something, and then by the time you comment on it, I'm like, what are they commenting on? Oh, something I said like a while back and stuff. But all that to say, good joke, Brad. Sorry I couldn't appreciate it. That is true, Brad. Speed of light is faster than the speed of sound. All right, guys, I got one more song for you. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. And this song, yeah, it's kind of funny. So, like I said, I'm streaming from a church right now, and before the whole pandemic and stuff, service was a little bit different. You know, now we have it split into two different services, but we used to just have one service, and each service someone could share a special song, and from time to time I would do that, and whenever I perform a song. I like to be genuine, you know. So I don't just want to pick something that everyone else likes. It has to be something that means something to me. And so a lot of times, I'll share a song that just has a message that means with me and that connects with me. And a lot of times I'll sing it, and I'll usually get compliments of people just being like, man, that was such a powerful song. Did you write that? And I always have to tell them, no, I didn't write it. And it's kind of hard for me to write a song for church, because usually in church I'll play like more acoustic kind of stuff, something a little softer, a little lighter. Not sure too many people here would like my heavy metal stuff. I've thought about it before, playing a heavy metal song. And I actually have done that before, believe it or not. Me and some friends, we've played, metal songs for our church before. But usually as a special, it's, I'll do something a little different. I'll continue this story in just a moment. Let me see what Maddie has said. That's right, QWERTY. I don't know if you guys have ever seen VeggieTales, but there was a computer that they talked to, and the computer's name was QWERTY. And it came from the keys. Mattias, those are all good things to be thankful for, and that's so cool that you've got a show coming up. And I hope that goes well. You'll have to let me know how that goes. But, good luck, have fun, and that's so exciting. A lot of good stuff, family, friends, good stuff to be thankful for. It's important to be thankful, Sometimes in life it's really easy to take that stuff for granted. I've been sharing what I've been thankful for this week and or during this session. And it's just easy to get so caught up in the mundane of life or the routine of life. And it's easy to get kind of bitter or aggravated or frustrated with, things that you're having to deal with or put up with. And it can be easy to forget about like what we've been blessed with, what we've got. And so that's one thing, the nice thing about Thanksgiving, I wouldn't even say Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays or anything like that, but what is nice about giving is that it is kind of a nice reminder, like, hey, what are you thankful for? Because sometimes we forget to stop and think about that, like, what do I have in my life that I should be appreciative of? Because there's a lot to be thankful for. And, as I was saying, so I would sing these songs, and I didn't really want to write a song specifically for church because I didn't want that to take from the time of writing songs for my my music career. But I thought like, well, maybe I could write a song, for both. Maybe I could write a song that I could perform in church, but could also be a metal song, and that's kind of how I wrote this song. And I like that too because, like metal's great, but probably my favorite thing about the genre is just how dynamic you can be with it. Like not every song has to be 100% the heaviest thing you've ever heard. It's cool that you can be heavy, but you can also you can be a different kind of heavy, where it's more the tone that's heavy, not and I don't mean guitar tone, I mean like the tone of the song and stuff. And I always appreciate like a few soft songs on a metal record or something. And so, this is kind of a softer song, but, it kind of kicks in later. Now, when I do it for church, I just do the acoustic version of it, but the full band arrangement you'll hear, has some metal elements to it. But yeah, so this is going to be my last song. And like I said, this was one I wrote for church. So this is a song about God's grace. And that's something that I'm super thankful for. I'm thankful for God's grace, which basically means, even when I mess up, I don't have to beat myself up about it because he took that punishment for me. And he's willing to forgive me and just make my slate clean. And that's not something that I take advantage of, but rather it's something that I'm grateful for. And it motivates me to live in a way that would please him. So this is a song about God's grace. It's called Love's Not Fair. Staring at my own reflection through shattered bits of glass, showing me the perfect picture of who I really am. But when you look at me, you never turn away. Kneeling next to me and picking up the pieces. Why do you care? I know I'm undeserving of the love that you have chosen to share. It's just not fair. I am such a useless failure, falling to the ground. Every effort that I muster is never good enough. But when you look at me, standing next to me and holding out your hand, why do you care? I know I'm undeserving of the love that you have chosen to share. It's just not fair. If I take just one moment away from my self-loathing, then maybe I would notice that I'm not meant to be broken. If I take just one moment away from my self-loathing, then maybe I would notice that I'm not meant to be broken. So stop beating up myself. You took the punishment yourself, and it's just foolish pride to think that I could ever hurt myself enough to cover what I've done. I could cut myself dry, and it still would never be enough. It makes no sense at all. Why do you care? I know I'm undeserving of the love that you have chosen to share. It's just not fair. But love isn't fair. In spite of all I am, you chose to die for me, and that isn't fair. But love's not fair. Yeah, Daniel, you're absolutely right. There's so many talented artists in the genre of metal. And again, like the genre as a whole, that's kind of what appealed to me about like progressive metal was because it was like no rules, just whatever you can think of, you can do it. And I just feel like in general, metal has always been a style of music that invites like ultimate creativity. You could be as heavy and as brutal as you want to be, or you could be as soft and sincere and as heartfelt as you want. Or I guess you can be heartfelt in either situation. But the point is, it's just a very dynamic style of music. At least what I hear from it and stuff. And people are always going to have different things that they connect with and stuff. Some people, all they want is just the heavy. They don't want the softer stuff. But that's kind of what's great about music is there's a little something for everyone. But I can say for myself, what I really connect with is the dynamic of music. I love using music to explore every kind of avenue of emotion, both the heavy and aggressive and also the really light and soft kind of, more vulnerable kind of stuff. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you'd like to support me, just continue watching. Just keep coming. That's a really big support. I really appreciate that. If you'd like to support me financially, there is a tip jar in a virtual tip jar in the link in the description. And anything you can do with that, it helps me, and so that I can bring you bigger and better content. And it's slow and steady right now, but every little bit helps. If you don't have the financial means to support me, again, just showing up, just watching the streams, just engaging in the chat, sharing, inviting your friends and other people so that they can come in and join. That really helps. Leaving a like on the video, subscribing, all that stuff. That really supports me. And as I said, guys, one of the things I'm thankful for, Stan, I don't know if you saw it, but I performed one of your favorite songs for you. And I was saying I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you guys, the guys who watch and support. And I always enjoy chatting with you guys. I love getting to know more about you. Daniel, it was really nice having you. I was glad to learn, you're into astrophotography, some of the metal artists that you appreciate, that you enjoy, your family and just, sharing with me and the others about that stuff. Brad, Red, you guys sharing things that you're thankful for, making jokes in the comment. It's awesome that you guys have like a full band now. You got a singer and a drummer. So that's super great. Definitely keep me posted on that, and I hope to hear some music from you guys soon. And Mattias, thanks for hopping in. Logan, all you guys who joined in, I really appreciate you guys watching. That's going to be it for me this evening. Now, just so you guys know, next week is Thanksgiving, so if it wasn't already obvious, there's not going to be a stream next week. So won't see you next week. Hopefully, we'll pick up the following, and then December's going to be kind of weird too. I think maybe the first couple weeks of December we'll have some live streams. But the last couple weeks, I'm probably going to take off and just spend time with the family and stuff, and then pick back up in January. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your evening or morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. Until next time.